devastated that I left Texas again.
You just came back to rip out my heart again.
That's right.
I want everyone to know that's the kind of guy Don is.
That's the kind of guy I am. I just came for what I wanted, and then I left once I got it.
Don did not take my booty, though it is tempting, I'm sure, because it's rather rotund, some could say. It's rather juicy and thick.
We had a nice trip. We shot some nice videos.
Okay, well, once again, he means for our other channel.
Really nice videos. Yeah.
Real good. Oh, yeah. It was great. It was great. We went tubing down a river, you know. I basically put on a male burqa so the sun wouldn't scorch my fair skin.
That was very funny.
And we went down the river.
Tom dressed like a superhero. Dressed like Spider-Man for tubing.
Hell yeah, dude. But you know what? Every time I saw you get out the bottle and have to reapply sunscreen, I had a little chuckle to myself. I was like, I made the right choice.
How are you doing, Hunter?
I'm doing well. Sounds like you guys had a good time.
We had a nice time.
Tell me more of your adventures.
Oh, you know. It was really a week of getting mad at new audio equipment and filming 4 out of 6 videos and then going and eating steak to celebrate.
Hell yeah.
All the waitresses recognized Tom in his unreleased Space King hoodie.
What a heartthrob I am.
What was the 4 videos you guys did?
Bringing back Big Brain, and we did a couple review videos. That should be pretty nice. Some hidden gems on the internet.
Nice.
We'll bring to light. Yeah, I saw your horror movie that you shot with Cortland. It was pretty sweet. The Creature Kid Orifice.
Oh yeah, the little intro thing.
What are you doing with the What are you gonna do with the thing?
What do you mean?
That he made.
Well, what am I gonna do with it now?
Yeah, hang it up in your studio or something.
Yeah,
or
I'll probably put it up on a wall or something.
You gonna put something inside it?
Jolly Ranchers.
Probably not.
Oh, come on, dude. You gotta put a little chamber in there.
I don't.
You should hide in there. You should hide a gun.
That'd be a fun way to pull a gun out of an orifice.
That would be a sweet place to store your home defense.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Store a long rifle. Just pull it out. It takes a comically long time.
That's pretty good too. I like that.
You devious bastards! I'm going to shoot you.
Do you have guns up in your studio?
No, I don't keep them in my studio.
Damn, bro. What if you get attacked in your studio?
I guess I'm dead then.
What if Al Qaeda attacks you in your studio?
I guess I'm dead then.
Nah.
Okay, I guess I'm dead.
That easy.
I'll lay down and I'll just die. I'll say I don't want to fight.
Well, what about Nick and Harry?
Peace in the Middle East, and then you die.
Oh, that sounds good too. I would do that.
You're not going to defend your boys?
No.
That come to the studio so loyally every day after day?
No. Not at all.
That's not very nice.
I will immediately fall to the ground and I will perish.
How many hard Fs and N words has Nick just made go away for you? And you can't even shoot an Al Qaeda to protect him?
A lot. He's made me a better man, I guess. I'm a better boy now. I'm a better boy. So I tell myself I'm a better boy.
Well, because we're the edgy bad boys of the internet, we shot a video called 12 Hours of Uninterrupted N-Words, and I'm really excited for that to release.
That would actually get clicks, dude. Maybe we should do that.
Yeah, we could just do like a Mr. Beast thing, but stuff that will instantly get the channel deleted every time.
That's kind of fun. It's just you with the Mr. Beast face with your like arms outstretched, surrounded by black guys in the thumbnail.
I had to like re-download I had to like wipe my computer and re-download stuff because I had this like weird glitch where whenever I turned on my computer, my like monitor would spaz out.
I thought you were gonna say you discovered like some fucking ancient relic of, something you shouldn't have done or said, or
like a file or something on his computer. That's always fun.
Like Hunter, cat calls 14-year-old girls like prank edition or something.
That is on my channel still. I wear that video proudly.
Hey, sweetie, where's your mommy?
My series was called Down at the Middle School.
That's cute.
Down at the middle school.
Down at the middle school.
That'd be sweet. And then you pose as a Down syndrome man so that you don't get in trouble.
It's true. I have a Down syndrome man cat call 13-year-old girls at various middle schools across the country.
Developing nicely. Oh, we call those mosquito bites.
It's really nice too, this conversation, whenever I hear like birds chirping in the background too, of whoever's house that is.
Yeah, it's my house.
So yeah, I just hear Tom talking about mosquito bites, and then I just hear beautiful birds in the background.
It's peaceful. I don't think the listener will get the birds. The shore's not picking up the birds, but the Mac is.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I thought you got a new interface, so you can now use the.
I am using it, but I didn't test it going to shit with Discord, and I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk losing this gold today.
That's fair.
Yeah. I will do a test before next week, though. And then we'll be set up.
How's it feel to be back in West Virginia, buddy?
Lonely. I'm in a prison of my own making.
Because you ran away from all of your friends.
That's right.
And by all of your friends, I mean me.
Yeah. That's right.
Do you? This is a genuine question. This isn't me being funny. Do you have any other friends?
Yeah.
Okay, Hunter.
Although,
you clearly
to be
missed the part where
honest,
I said I wasn't being funny.
You can't label a question like that and not expect people to laugh. Do you have any other friends? Do you have one other person on this earth you can call a friend?
Oh, there's you, Hunter.
Hmm?
There's you. So I guess that answers the question.
Hunter's not my friend. Hunter hates me, obviously.
Well, the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, everybody can see that. Everybody knows that.
Honestly,
So
Don, I
that's
wish you
fine.
would just talk more this episode because the birds are very nice. I like it. I'm like,
You can only hear the birds when I'm talking.
well, no, but I just hear their beautiful little songs playing in the background. It's very peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
I think, in fairness to Don, he's probably talking the most out of all of us.
No, I'm not saying he's not talking. No, I'm just saying that I want more bird. It's beautiful. If anything, I think that's making me just think that in my own office, I need to put a bird box. And I'll leave the garage door open and then birds can nest in my box and shit all over my floors, but at least their beautiful songs will cascade through my building.
You probably have pretty high ceilings. That would be cool if you just had birds living in your studio.
That would not be cool.
Pigeons.
That would be so
Like
stinky.
Costco.
So, yeah. Because that's the best part about going to Costco is the wildlife. I've been wanting
I tend to agree.
I've been wanting to do a video on Costco for a while. I find it very fascinating. I never grew up with wholesale grocery shopping, and it's a nightmare in there.
Why is it a nightmare?
Yeah. What's the angle?
guess it's just people know that place like the back of their hand, which I guess this is anywhere, but it's just interesting that you buy things in wholesale. And there's some people that I talk to that are like, yeah, I just live by myself in a studio apartment, and they shop at Costco for all the stuff they have. Costco seems to make sense to me if you have a family or whatever, but it has like a very cult-like institution about it with like certain aspects that they do of like the food court or various kinds of things. And I went there with Nick because I'd never gone before, and it was just odd. Just like the Kirkland brand of stuff and just like the sheer amount of quality or quantity you have to buy things. It's just kind of funny.
10 pounds of strawberries.
Yeah, or like we saw these like muffins. I was like, oh, I'll get muffins for the studio, and it was a 6-pack, 6 muffins, huge muffins, like
those are sweet though.
Anabolic
Costco
steroid
nice. muffins.
And I was walking with him in my cart, and like a guy came out of the fucking butcher shop, like ran in his like white lab coat, and he's like, "You have to get another one of those. It's a 2-pack. That's what the price is for." I'm like, I mean, I'll just take the 6. No, you have to get the 2-pack. So it's like I was sitting there and I'm like, do I want 12 anabolic steroid muffins for my fucking studio? So I just put it back. I was like, no, never mind.
But what, did you paw it out of the saran wrap that was coupling it with another set?
No.
Like
Apparently
animal?
I grabbed one that didn't have it. Yeah. And first off, not saran wrap, scotch taped barely together.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I just grabbed it because I was like, oh, fuck, this is a pretty good deal. And like 12 muffins at that price is an insane deal because I will say their bakery is the best. Their baked goods are very good. But, and then the weird thing too is people like fawn over the prices. It's like there was like a group of guys just looking at the rotisserie chickens and just being like, I can't believe you can get it that cheap. I can't believe that.
Yeah, man. It's a great American institution.
I know people seem to love it. It's funny. It's a funny.
I like
funny time.
I like the very thin Times New Roman font of the giant price signs around the TVs.
I didn't understand the TV aspect of things. Like as a grocery store, it seems to make sense, but then, like you go in when you first walk into Costco, it feels like a Persian, like flea market, at first. Mm-hmm. There's like random jewelry cases, or it kind of looks like the opening scene of like Uncut Gems, like a New York jewelry place. There's like a bunch of like really cheap looking jewelry cases that just have like JBL Bluetooth speakers. And I'm like, these are $20. Why is this in a glass case? He's like, the fucking, there's 12 pounds of strawberries that cost more than this JBL speaker in the store. And those aren't behind a glass case. I also didn't like the refrigeration room of where you get like your milk. You have to just go into like a fucking like an ice dungeon to grab milk.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sweet.
All in all, it was a bunch of good deals, but I just found the clientele to be very interesting.
How did you enjoy the hot dog?
The hot dog was pretty good. I thought the pizza was mid.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's better than mid. And it's only $1.50.
Yeah, but if you don't let the price affect you, then because I've done that kind of stuff before where I'm like,
that's fine. Yeah, I guess
the
that's
deal.
fair.
For the deal, you're like, yeah, sure. But if you don't let the price affect you, it's like I would if we're comparing price, I would just rather have like a Totino's party pizza. That's God's pizza.
I think they have those too. I think they have that's kind of like you get free samples of Totino's at Costco.
Yeah, but the thing is you have to buy 45 of them. And I'm like, can I just have like 6? No, you have to have 45. It's the only way. It's the only way to do it. Even like toilet paper, it's like cartoonish. It makes it seem like you just shit yourself constantly. I was walking by and this woman I think she had like 74 rolls of toilet paper just because she bought like 2 of the things. And I was just like, can you imagine like taking this home and just being like, this won't last as long. Should have bought more. Me and my boys, my growing boys.
Isn't it meant to be like, it's resale, so you buy it for like a shop, but then I guess everyone just like pretends and gets it for themselves instead.
What do you mean?
No. I think it's meant for the common man, but it's just meant for like families and shit, or just fat Americans. So everybody.
Well, because we've got something similar in the UK, but my understanding is you have to have a business to even like get a membership.
Yeah, no. There's something here called Lizzie can't say there's a place called like I think it's like called like Restaurant Depot or something, and that's like it for business owners where it's like various supplies or shit that you would find. But I think even like the public can go in and buy stuff, but more so it's like restaurant people will go in and buy like a crazy quantity of like whatever,
Straws.
I think it's you have to have a membership, so all the people paying for a membership subsidizes the prices, and their business model just assumes that lots of people just keep paying month after month without shopping. So that's why the prices are low in wholesale.
Oh, okay. So it works a bit different.
I mean, that's my understanding. I don't think I have a Costco membership. I hope not, or I'm one of those assholes.
I'm one of those assholes paying for your
Spaffing my money.
muffins. Fellas, blink if you haven't purchased the Father's Day gift yet. Yeah, we thought so. Today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. Maybe your pops has had a bush since the 70s, and that's okay. Our friends at Manscaped have crafted the total package for his special day. Whether it's for the boys downstairs, his beard, or even the best pair of underwear out there, Manscaped has his bases covered. Head over to manscaped.com and get 20% off, plus free shipping with code CREAM from Daddy to Zaddy. Trust Manscaped! Listen, my dad's a very hairy man. He looks like a knuckle-dragging ape, so honestly, this shit is perfect for him. He's probably got those low, swinging, hanging, like, testicles where the scrotum's all fucking... you need a really high-quality product to make sure you get a nice, clean, smooth shave. And that's where I think Manscaped could really come in handy. I will be getting him these gifts. I'll say, Daddy, this is for you. And with summer just around the corner, the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the perfect gift for him. Designed with hairy daddies in mind, it features the signature lawnmower 5.0 for all his grooming needs. And while you're upgrading his grooming tools, don't forget about his underwear drawer. The set of underwear he got for Christmas a decade ago most definitely needs an upgrade. Isn't that right, Mum? Thankfully, Manscaped's Boxers 2.0 is here to help. The Boxers 2.0 are crafted with a simple mission in mind, to be the most comfortable boxers a man can buy. What makes these bad boys different? Dual pouch. A dedicated space that cradles your stones in place with perforated performance fabric for extra breathability. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code CREAM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code CREAM. Never forget where you came from, if you know what I mean. Happy Father's Day. Not to push the topic, but it was a genuine question.
If I have other friends.
Yeah, like around where you are now.
Well, it was up in the air because I had not talked to them in 4 years since moving to Texas. But I think that I still do, and that's kind of nice. I actually ran into one of them at the airport the other week. Yeah, and he still seemed to be my friend, so that was nice.
Did you like big man him? Did you kind of, you're like, so what have you been doing with your life?
No, kind of the opposite actually. He like.
Oh, you're still like doing drawings? Cool.
No, yeah. Well, we got to talking, and then he started talking about like a remodel he did, and it was like, oh, how much did that cost? He's like, about 60. So he just like, I don't know what he's doing.
60.
I don't know what he's doing right now, but he is probably doing better than me. I was like, oh.
I only stay friends with people who are doing worse than me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I haven't talked to him since, so.
And then you walked away fucking clenching your fists till they were bleeding. Well, that's nice. You got some fucking... But like, aren't you like, you're an hour away or whatever from where you used to live?
Yeah, I am far away from like everybody. You know.
So if one of them's like, hey, you want to go get a drink? You've got to like
drive
put it in your calendar.
Yeah. I mean, it's really, as far as like friends and stuff though, it's basically the same because I still have to go hang out with you for like a week every month.
It's
So
still the same. I'm
probably
not going to see any of them.
Seeing other people about the same frequency as I always was, you know?
That's true. You basically haven't moved.
Yeah.
That's cute. All right. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That's
Still
beautiful.
hope to get you guys over here soon, though. Once it
When
feels like a home.
When you going to pay Hunter your visit?
I don't know. I've never been invited to Hunter's house. Not once.
What am I supposed to feel bad? What,
Right.
what am I supposed to be shamed?
No, dude. You shouldn't feel bad for not inviting people you don't like to your house.
All right, man.
There's plenty of people I don't like that I haven't invited to my house.
So the feeling's mutual. I see. Well played.
I've
See?
invited you to my house on this podcast.
Oh, the Freudian slip. Well, Don, touche.
I think I literally did in the last 2 minutes. So I said you guys have to come once I have the house.
You talking about autistically running into a guy and then talking to him about remodeling his home is not inviting me to your house.
No, you were tuning out when I said I will have to have you guys down.
Oh,
I've
okay.
said.
I see. That's not an invitation.
For tub night.
I say that to random people so the conversation will end and then they'll drop it. One of these times. One of these times. The goddamn, I'll tell you what though, I'll do it after. We just gotta fix this. Like, I have this like crazy hole in my garage, but as soon as I fix the garage hole, you can come out.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. And dude, I get it.
It's all right.
How was Monster Palooza?
Oh, it was everything.
It's like a horror convention.
Yeah.
That seems like a spot where it would be tough for you to walk around and enjoy yourself because everyone would recognize you.
It was a busy weekend. Everybody was very nice, but I picked up a bunch of cool art. I'm stoked. And I can't wait to go back again next year.
You never worried you're going to get shivved?
I welcome it. I actually wear the thinnest. I wear a fishnet shirt. So I like it's just there's no way you couldn't just absolutely kill me.
And literally nothing else, just the fishnet shirt.
Yeah, just a fishnet shirt and some Hanes underwear. I walk around barefoot. I'm walking around barefoot,
he's crazy.
I'm walking around barefoot, and then I have little bullseyes next to all of my vital organs that are just painted on my body.
In fact, you've literally just made the stab wounds yourself, and you're perpetually bleeding out and dying.
Yeah, I said, I'm never gonna wait for somebody, and I taped knives to my wall, and I just kind of ran into them. It was a very not convenient way to kill yourself.
Yeah, you have to get Harry and Nick to fucking like slide you off of the knives, and then you just walk around living your life waiting to bleed out.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, it's a Hellraiser poster. I just pass, and I black out from the blood loss and hit my head on a table, and I just like him laying there. But everybody thinks that it's a horror prop, an obese man bleeding out on the ground. So like, that's realistic. Dude. So.
Well, that's sweet.
It was tight. Tight like a tiger. Gold member? Anyone?
Oh, wow. Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I love gold.
Damn. Austin Powers. What a time. What a heady time to be alive. I remember that film coming out and being so excited.
I don't think I've ever watched them as an adult.
I love gold member still.
Go back and rewatch.
You know what I like is that part of the movie when Goldmember's talking about like turning everybody's genitals to gold. He's like, and then we can smelt their smelt their cocks, whatever. And then Dr. Evil is like all the way across the room. He's in his like a little wheelchair thing. And he like zips over to him and he does, how about no, you crazy Dutch bastard?
got you.
Every time I think about that, it honestly makes my day a lot better. How about no? It's so stupid.
How ubiquitous and all-consuming must James Bond have been for them to be able to make like a long-lasting parody franchise of it?
Those
and it'd
were
be like the biggest thing in the world.
a really big deal. Actually,
because an American guy did a fake
obviously
British
they're American
accent.
films, but how did British people like them?
Probably loved him. Austin Powers, one of us, eh?
Yeah, I don't think if you're implying that British people are like, this is a funny misrepresentation of our culture. It definitely wasn't anything like that. I think people loved them, you know.
It was
There
really
was probably
funny.
some of that.
Speaking of that, my friend, we were in like college. I think it was like freshman year of college, like second semester. And it's like a bunch of 18-year-olds going to a liberal arts college. So, you know, people are just like, especially this was 20, whatever the fuck it was. And it's just like young kids who are art kids that just are looking to be offended, I guess is what I'm going to say. And there was this guy, this Mexican guy that, I don't know if I want to say his name, but they used to always ask him like, is this offensive if we do this? You know what I mean? And he'd always get really annoyed. And one time, the teacher suggested that they played Nacho Libre in class for some reason. And they were like, this is extremely offensive. And then I almost said his name. But then my buddy was like, no, like everyone in Mexico loves Nacho Libre. Like every single Mexican child is like, Nacho! Like immediately. So I thought that was pretty funny. That just Jack Black, a Los Angeles Jewish guy pretending to be a Mexican dude, is just like really beloved by the Mexican community.
It's not true. I thought Nacho Libre was like fucking Spanish. I didn't even realize he was Mexican.
It's in Mexico, I think. It takes place.
I mean, if
okay.
if it is Spain, then he is doing I would dare I say a borderline cholo accent at times. Like, I want to win. Whatever the fuck he says. Like, come on, dude.
Okay, yeah, I guess
Get
he's,
that cold
I
out of
guess
my
he's
face.
Mexican. Would you know?
Is he actually meant to be like a proper Mexican? I thought he was like an orphan that became a monk. So
He became a
sort
priest.
of feasible that he's just a white guy in Mexico that grew up in Mexico.
No, because
You know?
they show a picture of his parents, and they're like they're both Spanish, like they're both Mexicans. He's like, my father was a Lutheran, and my mother was a Catholic, or whatever. God, that movie's so fucking good.
Yeah,
Then there's like a surrealist horror moment when like
adult.
the skinny guy is getting ready to be raped by the big fat chick in the mansion, and he walks upstairs and she's there like looking at him smiling, and he's like, "How'd you get here so fast?" And she's like, "The tunnels." And they look at the wall and it's like a fucking scary, like a large scary hole in the wall. And he's like, "Ah!" And he runs off and she gets on her hands and knees and crawls back into the tunnel. I remember being like really afraid of that scene when I was younger. I was always like, holy shit, dude, this fucking bitch is gonna kill him.
Man, I'm trying to remember. There was a giant fat lady that wants to eat.
Yeah, it's like his love. He's like,
Porn?
it's like the daughter of like this wealthy dude, and like they're all throwing a party for all the wrestlers, and they aren't invited in, so they have to like dress as like the band. But yeah, he's like walking around. She's just like a fucking super fat chick.
Oh, I remember this. Okay.
It has like a feel good ending. I don't know. It's a good movie to watch if you're down.
It's no Shallow Hal.
I would say it's better than Shallow Hal, though I do love Shallow Hal. Shallow Hal needs a gal.
I just remember being so upset when, you know, the whole moral of the story is that you should like love the person inside and obviously not what they look like. And then I just remember being like, change her back.
I felt the same way with Shrek. I still feel that way with Shrek when I watch it. To my chagrin.
That like, well, also what I thought was weird about Shrek was I was like, which I don't know what there's probably some kind of like message or whatever with it, but she's a human woman who's cursed. So it's like you just want to be like, I guess if you don't mind being an ogre, then who gives a shit? But it's like, I don't know. Can you not just be the human woman or?
Yeah.
Because it's like if she was an ogre, it'd make more sense if it was like, oh, she's an ogre, but then she is a beautiful woman, but she like only certain parts of the day, and then she's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be myself. I don't care if I'm an ogre.
If she came from ogre kind or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if you had a fucking like horn growing out of your forehead, like a giant horn, and that's the curse. And then you do the true love's first kiss or whatever, and then like you're stuck with the horn. And Shrek is like, oh, it's okay because I like you as you are. It's still like, fuck you. I don't want a horn on my forehead. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be an ogre, actually. Like you're all right, Shrek. You're a big sexy ogre, and I'm a tiny woman. But I don't want to. That doesn't mean I want to be an ogre. It kind of is funny in that way. It's like accepting her for who she is, but it's not actually who she is.
How much better do you think her pussy gets when she transforms into an ogre?
Probably fits a bit better. That's true.
So
I wonder if it's kind of like ape logic though, where the bigger you are, the smaller your cock is.
Oh, so her pussy would get smaller?
I don't know what would happen to her pussy. I wonder if Shrek's like, you know,
Little
got a
baby
tiny
carrot.
little pecker.
She's got a tiny little cock.
Yeah, tiny little green fucking fusilli.
You know what? If I was a betting man, I'd probably say yeah. He probably has a small cock.
That's why he wants to be alone.
I want to be alone in my swamp. Was that good?
Okay. Well, he's got a Scottish accent.
I want to be alone in my swamp. Donkey.
There you go. There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
I want to go to Scotland so bad. Said no one ever. Can you believe this is where golf came from? Is all I'd say.
It's got that one scenic city that, like, well, the one street on the one scenic city that everyone takes a video of, and they're like, "Oh my god, Scotland!" And then you go, and it's full of Scots and fucking like inclement weather.
Those hairy cows they have are kind of cute. I'd go look at some hairy cows.
I'm sure it's beautiful.
I'm so glad I'm in like fucking freezing ice rains, so I can see these hairy cows.
Look at
Probably
him.
look nice. They probably look nice in the ice rain.
I'm so glad I'm around the most aggressive and angry people for no reason of all time to see these cows.
Well, I'm pretty fucking upset if I say so myself. I just
It's
like
such
how I love the accent.
The Scottish accent's fucking crazy, dude. I feel like they did it on purpose. They're like, okay, like fine, we'll speak English, but not without this accent, you know, kind of just to get one over on us because we wiped out their language and replaced it with our own.
The craziest company transfer ever.
Almost like malicious compliance, you know.
Did you say it's the hardest accent for you? You can't really do it.
Scottish.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I can't do Scottish accent for fuck because it's
odd.
retarded.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I would be so happy.
I would be so happy. I can say Scotland. Scotland. That's all I can do.
Scotland.
Scotland.
I just remember for that Seth MacFarlane deal, he always did, you're not using your brain. So he said.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Anyway, Scotland.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, quite okay, sir.
Yeah, I just, thank you.
I don't trust anywhere where men wear skirts and no undies. There, I said it.
don't like wearing them skirts.
I didn't even understand what you said.
I don't like wearing them skirts. It's like, why the fuck are you saying it like that? Them skirts got me acting up, mate. Rustling down in me jimmies.
Yeah, I've lived in America long enough that when I hear other like English accents just on TV or on social media, I get annoyed at them for like putting on that nonsense.
I think because if you're not from the country, you have to sell it, or else they're just like, everyone just expects that. Everyone just thinks that everyone in England just sounds like a big fucking cartoonish buffoon, as you've said many times before.
I don't know if everyone feels like that.
Everyone feels like that. Everyone
feels like that.
It's not true, dude. Fucking Bridgerton is keeping us going strong.
Who?
Bridgerton?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Bridgerton?
It's that British show with a multicultural 18th century royal family.
Bridgerton.
It's like, it's one of those shows that's just porn for women.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
I just want to be appropriate for us to be seen in each other's company.
and then the guy's like,
But I want to be seen in your company, Miss Pennybottom.
she's like, it's one of those shows. And women love it, and it's keeping this accent on top.
Women love it, huh?
Yeah, because it's
I
just
love women.
sexy men who shouldn't be doing what they're doing, but they are anyway.
I love women.
Well,
Hello?
what's to love, Hunter? Lay out your thesis.
The way their breath smells.
That is true. I do like a sickly, acrid, sweet breath.
Do you think that France could ever pull ahead? They've got that Emilie in Paris or whatever show going. They're trying to.
That Emilie in Paris show would be way more believable if literally every time she stepped foot out of her apartment, about 400 to 500 African men tried to sell her beads.
All right, that was pretty benign.
What?
That could have been
Oh,
worse.
and then stab her and rape her corpse.
Yeah, there
Is that what you wanted?
there it is. Yeah,
Is that what you wanted from me?
but you don't have that going
Beautiful
on in
flower.
England.
Would you like some beads?
There will be consequences if you say
S'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît.
All I'm
Frère
saying
Jacques.
is don't go to the Eiffel Tower after dark.
Frère Jacques. Just imagine like 400 African guys singing Frère Jacques, Frère Jacques, dormez-vous.
And just they've all locked arms and they take a step each beat towards you as they sing
Sono le
and sway.
mattina, sono le mattina, ding ding dong, ding ding dong.
They're just selling all these young girls a real fucking false expectation of what France is going to be like.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it before, but I love the Paris syndrome thing where Japanese people go there and they're like so depressed by how bad it is that they kill themselves. People are
Hell
like,
yeah, dude.
people are like shitting in the streets and stuff, and like these Japanese tourists with cameras are just like, life is not worth living anymore.
Well, think about it, man. They're like, they come from a country of workaholics and they probably have really strict like vacation periods,
Yeah.
And you save for your little trip for Paris and like this is your big reprieve from the grind.
this place that has been like hyped up in anime with its fucking like idyllic, gorgeous, like
Hyped
your
up
whole
in
life.
anime.
That's the only way you've seen Paris.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to some places where I'm like, it'd be cool to go there, and it turns out to be shit. But I've never been like, well, I guess I'll just kill myself because this is my vacation. Because in movies, this is a lot better.
It's the juxtaposition, isn't it? Because Japan's like more, apart from the rapey train carts, more or less like a paradise.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they
fun
go
to imagine the signs in Paris that are in Japanese, so the Parisians don't understand them, and then they just say like, "Hold, stop! Don't kill yourself. Call this number."
Parisians would never, dude. Parisians would never say, "Don't kill yourself."
Oh, I know. No, it's just the fellow Japanese man in Paris looking out for his countrymen, putting up those posters. You know,
The iron will that man must have to also
he's
not
better
kill
than the rest
himself.
of us.
That's so funny. I've never been, obviously, overseas. I'm gonna go hopefully to Japan. I think we talked about that last time, so we can't talk about that again. I'll probably never step foot in France at all in my lifetime.
You should go to Paris just once, so you vote Republican for the rest of your life.
You have no idea what's going on over there. There is a storm coming.
Yep. Good old Paris.
It's been what, 16 years since we've been there too. It was pretty rough when we went as well. A lot has happened since.
I'm trying to think about what place in Europe I'd actually want to go to. England. I feel like I'd want to go to England. I feel like I wouldn't mind seeing like German and Scottish like castle type stuff.
What about like Norway?
It would be pretty funny to visit Helvet and just be like, there it is.
When it's cold and when it's dark.
But also I hear Norway is just like extremely beautiful.
Yes.
But I don't
Of
know.
course it is.
You know what's also really pretty? Like Denver, Colorado. And I don't have to leave the country to go there.
Feel like leaving the country to go somewhere is kind of the point.
Yeah, but also me, it just could not be more of like a, oh God, how long is this going to take kind of thing? Like the only reason I'm even going to Japan is because I'm like, I'm going to have 4 weeks off anyways. So I might as well spend 2 of them out of the country. And then I just want to spend 2 weeks like laying on my couch watching movies.
I wonder what it's going to be like, because you said you've never gone overseas. So I'm very curious how you deal with like the culture shock.
Yeah, someone talk to me. Why can't you speak English? I mean, I think it'll be fine. And plus, I mean, everywhere is just going to be like, I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of stuff. I used to watch a lot of food YouTube stuff. And the Japanese vending machine thing seems kind of cool. Like, I've always wanted to try a lot of the food and the Japanese vending machine stuff. Probably a lot of good food. There's a town in north of Japan. There's a town where the entire town is like inhabited with like life-size statues of like gyokais all over the town. And I thought that would be kind of cool to go see. But other than that, it's like, we're going to Pokemon Tower today. It's just going to be like Pikachu everywhere and shit. So, I don't know. It'll also probably go by really quick. I was thinking about it. I was like, because I think we're trying to go to like a couple different cities. And I'm like, realistically, how long are you going to be in each city? So I'm like, you really we're trying to plan everything now to where we have like an actually pretty good itinerary.
Tokyo
You're
itself
gonna
is
go
like retarded
Massive.
big.
Yeah, massive.
You're going to see the Gundam.
Yeah, or I think Nick wanted to see the he's like a big Evangelion fan. And I think they have like I think they have.
Oh, they
like,
built an Evangelion too.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's as like the Gundam where it's like from head to toe. I think it's just its shoulders, neck, and head. But it's like it's in that like pod thing or whatever. Or it's like I guess in its slot, but the head is like the actual size. I think you wanted to see that.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Also, he wanted
It's in
to
like the Blood River or whatever. That's kind of cool.
the
You can stand in its hand.
yeah.
I think the Gundam it can like goose step though.
No.
I think it just kind of moves into place, and I think it makes sense.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like legs like go up one at a time. Yeah.
But the
that's pretty sweet actually. I didn't know I would have to go see this.
but then I was gonna try to see if there was any art exhibits because there's always manga artists always have like some kind of crazy exhibit, and they always have art books. Like the amount of art books I've bought from like, oh, it's the guy who does like Baki the Grappler, it's his art exhibit. And they have like an art book there of him and like all the original papers there. They usually have some cool statues. So I wouldn't mind seeing if like Junji Ito had one or somewhere.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or just any. I really wouldn't mind even just a show I didn't like going and just seeing it. I think it'd be kind of cool. But no, I think it'll be cool. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet statue. I just looked it up too.
They have a couple. There's one with it like doing like a full pose.
Yeah,
one.
the pose.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
So we'll see. We shall see.
So they have the cool bad guys. Is one of them a statue?
The Zaku. I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I used to live for those Gundam games.
The games.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever played any of the games.
You could fly
Seems like-
around and like bash people up with your beam sword.
It seems like it should be like rife to make a sweet game, but the Japanese games just suck usually. In my opinion, it's my hot take.
Yeah, I like how you walked that back 7 times as soon as you said it because you realized how retarded it was.
I don't think it's retarded.
No, I think I appreciate what he said. I think he walked it back because he knows that all of the worst people on Earth will just start screaming at him.
Mm-hmm. No, it's like the UI and gameplay is just made for a different brain configuration. You know, just something
No, I
about
don't.
Japanese people.
Please unpack that.
Fucking even what was the other one? Armored Core. I enjoyed the concept, but like the customization and like the little like just the depth of the confusingness of the menus and little like performance graphs and stuff, you know?
Oh, you've the way you describe that, dude. People, you're right for people to be like, "Oh, sorry, should we hold your hand while we play the game?"
Yes, actually.
I think the
feel
answer
like
is
also
yes.
though
Yes.
we're forgetting like all of Nintendo, you know.
Well, that's fine. But
Elden Ring
so the
and, like,
games
all
that
the
are
Souls
literally
games.
made for babies.
I think he's talking
For
more
Japanese
about like the Final
babies.
Fantasy type shit. Whatever.
Yeah,
That's another-
exactly.
Like Final Fantasy 7, like that's quite a lot of pretty fucking sick Japanese games.
I could probably live my life without playing Final Fantasy 7. To be fair.
I mean, you know, to your point, I get it. Like some of their games are definitely built for like Asians, you know.
It's like, have you
fucking
ever read
complicated for my poor European brain to comprehend?
a Sony user manual, you know, for like a camera?
Yeah, it's true. That's why like Apple or whatever does so well with us fucking gub retards because it's just like a big one button in the middle of the screen. You're like, hey, yeah, press. And meanwhile, you know, anything that Japanese make, they're like, oh, and then you click the dial, 3 to the left, and you press the button, half-inch PSI down, and it's just like incomprehensible. So I understand what you're saying. But there are a lot of fucking good Japanese games.
I do want to go see this Gundam if I ever get to go. It is sweet.
Dude, you would look so funny in Japan.
Yeah, I wonder what I would wear.
Kimono. You You dress as a freak,
A
Aisha.
giant
If I saw
straw
Dawn
hat
in a
and a
kimono-
plastic katana.
If I saw Dawn in a kimono, I would be the woman that is like running down in front of him taking pictures. That would be me.
I wonder if like they must have had a few freaks go there, like fucking half your Beyonce or whatever, and just crumble their architecture with every step.
Probably be pretty uncomfortable as well.
I wouldn't mind getting or going to a sumo tournament too.
Would you compete?
No, I am not strong enough. I'm not big enough. Dick. You son of a bitch.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck you. I did one of those farts where it almost became a shit. You gotta be careful.
Sumo, I always did. I always fucking see retards online like, you could be like fucking big and healthy. Look at sumo wrestlers. And then you look at it and they all die at like 50.
Yeah, they die very young.
Something very honorable about literally being like, I'm going to fucking kill myself for this sport. I guess that's a lot of sports.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how touristy that is too. Like if you pay a premium to go see like a real sumo thing, you know?
Yeah.
When I think of a sumo thing, I think of the Rugrats movie.
I just remember they go to Reptard Mobile.
Yeah. And the ginger dad gets a Japanese girlfriend, wife, and then they add the Japanese baby to the roster for the show.
Well, that's at least it's true to life.
Yeah.
I'm a cowboy.
What happened to his original wife?
I think she is dead. I think. Actually, that's a good question.
Is it though? Does anyone give a fuck?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
That's a good ass question, dude. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Huh.
No, I was thinking of Tommy Pickles' wife. I thought was his wife. Like the redheads stay together, you know. But no.
Tommy Pickles, Auga, huh? Or wife, not the child.
That woman is the most vile creature ever fucking laid to paper.
Her hair disgusts me.
Everything.
Okay, not everything. She's very pretty.
She's got quite the rump.
I think Eliza is worse than Tommy's mom.
Eliza Thornberry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just so random.
To be fair, it's a bit different because she's a child, but...
No, but I mean, just the art.
No. I mean,
no.
like...
Okay, Hunter. Imagine. What does she look like now? She grew up with us.
Yeah,
what she look like now, dude?
Just wait till she like fills
riddle
in,
me
you know?
that. Riddle me that one, asshole.
You can kind of see from like the bone structure or like what someone will look like when they come of age.
Right.
You know?
It's like me being mean and talking shit about a classmate. She's 30 now. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
would have fucked Donnie.
I would fuck Donnie.
When he's of age, of course.
I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride.
I'm a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy. Oh, God.
Wanted dead or alive.
Dead or alive. Dead or alive.
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
I'm gonna come.
I think I just might come.
I'm a cowboy.
Cowboy. Dead or alive. Dead or alive.
I'm a cowboy.
Cowboy. On a steel horse I ride.
I'm a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
How do you feel about Bon Jovi, Hunter?
I like Bon Jovi. You know what song I like a lot by Bon Jovi is Bad Medicine.
I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. I'm a cowboy.
On a steel horse I ride.
Dead or alive.
Well, I'm wanted.
Steel horse I ride.
Steel horse I ride. Steel
I'm a
horse I
cowboy.
ride.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
Dead or alive.
There's something about Bon Jovi that's like he just isn't quite
What, dude?
actually cool.
Okay, dude.
You know what I mean?
Your love is like bad medicine. Bad medicine's all I need. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's like James Woods and vampires. He's dressed up like a cool guy, but he's not. He's not actually.
Love James Woods and vampires.
How can that's part of the charm?
Dude, that movie sucked.
What the fuck?
It really sucked.
No, that movie's good.
Nah, the movie rules, dude. That's
You
John
keep
Carpenter,
surprising
man.
Because we grew up and it was me that like always liked the like retarded shit, you know. And then you would
Sounds like
shame
when
me.
you were a kid, you had good taste. Know what happened?
Maybe so.
What's not to love about vampires?
I want to hang out.
Tom
I want to hang out with
happened.
9-year-old Don alone.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
Watch
Right, a
some
big
good
head.
movies. Dead or alive.
What? No, you've got 50 seconds to make your case against vampires.
Oh, 50 seconds on. That's a wrap on this episode.
Dead or alive. Your
I'm a
love.
vampire. On a black horse I ride. I'm a vampire. Am I dead or alive?
That's what James Woods sang every day, like a national treasure.
You get a little mahogany, father? A little wood? That's hit for you?
Oh, that's right. Him randomly sexually harassing his coworkers.
Your love is like bad medicine. Bad
I almost had
medicines.
to drop a patron word. Only a patron word.
Yeah,
Yeah, I swerved it because it's the main episode.
right. Yeah, this is the main episode.
Shut up,
This is the
son of a gun.
This is the main episode.
We'll have to switch over, and then you can hear what Tom calls me for not liking vampires.
Oh, it's a good word.
Okay,
That's how it starts. Going to fuck off the queen, yes, the queen. Tom stumbled out in the midst of the greatest orgasm of his life as he erupted all of his seed into Don's while at the same time a hunter with inhuman speed had switched from behind to floating above him. As Tom's mouth went open for it was filled with Hunter's girthiest tentacle. Sorry.
That would have been better.